Alright, nerds. I just finished setting up my new monitor, so we're going to record another WoW Wednesday. This time we'll be doing the classic dungeons, um, and we're going to be going with the modern version of the classic dungeons, not the actual classic version, just because I've been playing a lot of modern WoW more than classic, so that's what I'll be using as a reference. Alright. So, first up, we'll do Rage Fire Chasm. We'll put that in A tier. Very straightforward, very easy. I play mostly Horde, so it's probably the first one you're gonna get sucked into. But it's pretty cool. It's neat how, just in Orgrimmar, your main city, that there's just a cult trying to mess up stuff. It feels like you're going into an unknown cave and stuff. So that's pretty cool. There's lava pools everywhere. You fall into it, you'll die most likely, but pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Great for beginners. So yeah. Black Fathom Deeps. I always thought it was Depths. I'm gonna put that in B tier. It's fine. It's kind of cool, the entrance to it, you have to swim down, and you're going into this destroyed temple and all that. But I'm not, the Naga and the Twilight's Hammer and all that, never been my favorite villains to fight. The tentacles that come out of the walls are really annoying, where you can't ignore them, because if you do, they just grab your party members, so you actually have to kill them, but their death animation takes too long. They'll be at 0 health for 5 seconds. It's just annoying, but whatever. Blackrock Depths, that's C tier. Definitely not my favorite. It's just too long. There's so many different wings you can get into. People are always trying to skip it. It's just annoying. Yeah, it's just whatever. We already have the lava right in Ragefire Chasm. And then there's even more of it in other ones. So it's just whatever. My main issue with raids and dungeons in this game, especially the raids, is they always end up with around lava and fire and stuff, it seems like, and it's just so overplayed, and it's pretty boring. Dire Maul, that's gonna be C tier. I do not like it. It takes too long. It's way too open. I kind of get that's kind of the whole point, but I like the power level stuff like that, so whatever. Normerground, that's actual trash. Do not like it. I don't enjoy too much mechanical mumbo wumbo in my medieval fantasy stuff. So when all I'm hearing is gizmos going and gears whirring the whole time in a dungeon, I don't know. I just don't like it. It feels like it doesn't fit. I know the gnomes are supposed to be pretty techy, but I feel like that's just a little too much. But whatever. Lower Blackrock Spire is kind of B tier, because it feels like, instead of doing a dungeon, it feels like you're taking out the actual headquarters of an army and stuff. So I kind of like that feeling of it, and it's not too crazy with the lava and everything, but I don't know, it's kind of cool. You're just strategically defeating all these bosses, but some of them you have to do them in a certain order, otherwise they won't spawn, and then you gotta cover your rear and stuff, and that's kind of cool. But it's a lot of orcs you have to fight, so if you don't like fighting orcs, it will get boring. Maradon, however you say it, it's gonna go into A tier actually. I think all of the areas of it are really beautiful. Like I said, I'm a sucker for nature stuff. But I think my favorite one is the one where you jump off the waterfall And like I said, I know in Classic it was all the same, but I'm doing the one where they're all split up. Yeah, but like jumping off the waterfall into that like I don't know, like that oasis kind of vibe. It's super pretty. Just fighting like hydras and elementals and stuff, and the elemental giants. It's like they're tough, but it's not a lot of them. So I don't know. It's kind of cool to me that like instead of just getting swarmed by enemies, it's just a couple here and there that are really tough, and that's the dungeon. So it's a nice change of pace, at least for that section. Razor Fen down. It's good. I like fighting zombies and stuff. That's up my alley too. But the spiral, it feels like it takes way too long for no reason. And like what are the death speakers or whatever, they just summon more skeletons, and like they're not even a challenge, but it just like slows down everything. Where's the friend crawl? I like a little bit better, but not by much. It's just like I don't know, like it always feels like it takes longer than it does. I don't really know how to say it, but I'm don't really care about the Quillbore that much. They're kind of a boring enemy to me because they never really amount to anything. But whatever. Skullomance, that's going into S tier. Love the Plague Lands, both Western and Eastern. Love all the lore about it. Love dungeons in there. All the spooky stuff going on. Just taking out this like study where more necromancers are trying to like join the cult of the damned and all that, and just stopping it. It's great. Shadowfang Keep is voodoo. I do prefer the classic version a little bit more, but the modern version is fine. Super spooky. It feels like you're in an actual dungeon because you're going into the castle and taking out everything. The music slaps. It's great. I don't know. It's just like the whole experience of it. Just all the ghosts. Like the soldiers that can't move on that you just gotta put down. It's great. I don't know. It's just always been one of my favorites. Scarlet Monastery is also in Voodoo tier. I remember the old version where like if you hit the commander there, not Whitemane, but the other guy, like you would aggro the whole dungeon, and that was kind of cool. I haven't tried it out with the current WoW, but it's all of it's super fun. I don't know. I like how you get a quest to like kill 50 Scarlet Crusaders, and you like by the end of the dungeon you've definitely killed more than 50. So I find that kind of interesting, but whatever. Stockades, B tier. It's just a quick dungeon that you can do. Nothing crazy, but I like Ragefire Chasm a little bit more because Stockades, it's like I know a lot of these dungeons are really just hallways you're going through, but that like straight up is a hallway. Like it's designed to be a hallway. Stratholme, that's S tier. Super spooky. You're cleaning up a town that is completely ravaged by the plague, running wild, stopping anything that's going on there. You see why the Scarlet Crusade is the way they are, with the what's his name? Crap, I can't remember it. Oh my god, it's the race that like Tichondrius and all them are. Wow, I can't. Hold on, I gotta look this up. Give me 1 second. I can't. I keep thinking Dreadstalker, but I know that's not it. The Nathrazim? Dreadlord. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. Especially with the memes where Jaina is a Dreadlord. Yeah, you see the Dreadlord that is like manipulating the Scarlet Crusade behind, in the shadows and stuff, and that's why they're all messed up. All right, moving on. Second Temple, that's B tier. It's fine. I definitely like the modern version more because in the old version, a lot of people just didn't realize you had to do it in a certain order, and that's how things happen. But it's kind of cool that you're in a temple. Very lots of Indiana Jones vibes, but you're just fighting a lot of dragonkin. I much like if I gotta fight the same kind of enemy again and again, I would much prefer like some sort of a spooky thing, because you see these four, they got the spooky artwork going right away. Dead Mines, we'll put that in A tier. Raiding some bandits and pirates and stuff, it's pretty cool, especially since like the last boss fight is straight up on a pirate ship, but kind of throws me off the whole the big harvester golem, but I guess that's where all the other ones in Westfall came from, so whatever. Uldaman, much Indiana Jones vibes. It's pretty cool. It's pretty long too, but it's kind of cool how like you're just getting deeper and deeper into this, like excavation. You don't know what's gonna happen. Wailing Caverns, that's gonna go into S tier. Like I said, I'm a sucker for nature. You're stopping these druids from corrupting more and more nature as they're dreaming, whatever. I like how there's a couple optional bosses, or maybe just one, but I think both the Thunder Lizard Scum and the Turtle Thresh, I think is his name. I like how they're optional. You don't have to fight them, but everybody does. Like it's where a lot of people get like their first shields for tanking is from that turtle, so it's pretty neat. Zul'Farrak is going to go into A tier also, purely because it's the first dungeon where you can mount up, and you can just farm it for money. But not only that, but freeing the prisoners, and then like you're at the top of the pyramid and you're just fighting waves and waves of people. I mean, obviously everybody pulls the entire wave now, but back in the day it was a lot more tough. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, those guys turn on you, and then you got to put them down. And it's like your party versus another party, and I always kind of thought that was cool. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate for the classic dungeon. So, see ya.